My physical. I intend to develop self-discipline in order to the best of myself and others. I intend to use in class constructively and defensively, develop myself and my fellow man, and never to be abusive or offensive.
Teams. Nice. All right, so let's jump right into 40 beats. So we've been working on the offensive and defensive side, and then putting them all together. And so far, you have at least the defensive side, because that's what we did in your performance, right? Might remember, it might not. And then a little bit catch up to work on with you guys. And you have the offensive side. Good. Cool. So let's go through the defensive side first. And it says, so you start off 40 beats, or you do the kata, 40 beats. Bow, a right hand comes up in the front, circles all the way around as you step back with that hand. My left hand comes up like a triangle. My right hand is in a Q sound, pretty much right over the top of it on my side, right? And then we crank up with our left, and then step out to the side, right hand back behind. Turn our elbow stance as we clear low with the left, and then turn our elbow stance, go back to our left. And then I do a leg check, and as I kick loose, my toes are out to the side. So it's not a front kick, it's not a side kick, it's like inverted side kick, right? Leg check, side twist. And now the left hand's drawing behind. And then what do? I switch, step back with my right, step out with my left. I grab the arms, I pull towards the chamber. Actually, chamber, and I stay in a horse stance on that move, and then I turn forward into my palms. And then I step back with left as I go down like my block. And then I step back with my right as I pop my palms down and spread those things forward. Right? So let's review that much because that's how much you have down so far. Or you should have down. It should be somewhere in there. Maybe. So ready? Crane up. Side twist. Clear. Upper block. Leg jack. Side twist. Switch your feet. Grab the horse stance. Pop. Step back with left. Clear. Step back with right. Block. Right? Do it again. Crane. And crane, side twist, clear, over block, leg check, side twist, switch your feet, grab, palm, clear, block. All right, practice that on your own 12,000 times. Or until I come back. Remember, perfect rope repetition. Monotonous. Boring as it may be sometimes, just going again and again and again. You don't even have to think about it. Drill down to where you're going down to, good deal. All right, so now let's work on the offensive side to match that part so far, right? So we're on a crane or choose out the crane, and now we're going to stutter step side twist. So when I do this, what the stutter step is I'm letting my foot hit the floor as I step through instead of just stepping through. I stutter and then I side twist, right? So we go from here, stutter step, side twist. And then step back with the right, out with the left, with your foot to the right, side side fist with left. And then the right hand straight down the hammer. Right, and that's all for the hard wrist. Let's do it again from cat stance. And stutter step, side fist. Switch your feet, flip with your right, side fist with your left, and then the hammer fist drops down. Right, and again from a cat stance, and stutter step, side fist. Switch your feet, flip, side fist. And then hammer fist. Step back with your left, push down with your right. So that would be a block down. And then you do a crane strike. So you turn into a fireball and it's the back of my wrist. So then from this side, I block down and I crane. Right? And then I'm going to roll out and then elbow. So again, from the hammer fist down, step back to the left, block down to the right, crane with the right into a fireball. Flip your hand over, roll your shoulder through as you pull your arm out, turn back into the elbow. From the top, stutter step, side fist, flip, switch step, side fist, hammer fist moves down, step back with left, block down, crane strike, roll out, elbow, once again, and we'll go further, and stutter step, side fist, switch your feet, flip, side fist, hammer fist moves down, step back, block down, crane, roll your shoulder out, elbow, and now from here, this other goes in. But my hands are in between their hands, and I clear with double my hand lock, so I step forward, and then the front foot, and then the step back, right? And then actually block with your hands. Right? So step back up. And stutter step, side fist. Switch step, flip side fist, hammer fist. Step back with left, block down with right. Crane straight, roll the shoulder out, elbows. Clear, step, kick, step back as you block with your hands down. And step back up. And stutter step, side fist. Switch step, side fist. Hammer fist. Step back, block down. Crane. Roll out. Elbow. Reaching clear. Front kick, step back, block. All right, so now, you and that one, you're going to be partners. You guys can be partners. And now, figure out how to put those two together. You guys already have it figured out. You should just be smoothing it out. Yeah, this isn't a big part of the Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Any questions on any of it so far?
Just Mr. tonight.
Just
Miss-
Mr.
Mrs. Sister came in from out of town unexpectedly, so I'm doing it with a ghost partner.
Gotcha. Well, I hope she has fun.
Thanks.
All right. So you guys should be making. Wait, what? So watch here. I'll wait for the shot. What do you want? Offense or defense? My defense. Calm down. And he drinks me in the face. And he grabs it, and he pulls his hand out, and he elbows me. And he reaches in, he puts his arms out of the way. And he kicks me. And I kick him. Bam! Oh yeah, we didn't have your kick. Okay, so you're both stopping. Bam! Good job, Steve. Good job. Good boy. All right, let me jump in and play. You ready? Offense or defense? Okay, defense, ready? All right, we see the offense side. So remember this one. right hand ahead. Roll out. Okay, you have to do Mr. Albanese. Offensive defense. Either one, my offense will beat your defense. All right, other way. Beat your offense. Okay, back in with them. All right, let me check out how you guys are doing now. All right, so here, watch here. So when he punches me, crane, and it's this part of my hand, and then I side fist him. Go. And he looks at me side fist, and he pushes me through that, and he hammer puts me on top of the head. So I block that. I'm going to kick him in the leg, and he steps back, and then he waits. And then when I punch him, he blocks it, and he brings me to the grab his hand. He rolls out as I try and pull away, and I stop the elbow. Weird position. And I block his face. Double dragon kick. All right, time. Look at it. All right, so let's go to the offensive side first and put this into detail here. So when we get here, offense, stutter step, side fist. Remember, hard bow stance. Hard bow, good hard bow. And then switch your feet. I step back and then I step out. And remember, the right hand I want to keep in front of my body. I don't want to bring it back here. I want to show that that block is still there. Plus, I'm dropping this hand kick and going to the hammer. So from here, which is also a hard bow, hammer fist. Step back to horse stance, block down. Crane straight to go to hard bow. Put the hand over, roll out, elbow. Reaching clear. You're going to kick them. Step back, block. And then your left hand, your both hands are going to continually kind of travel. So I go from the block, and then my hands circularly come back to here. So my hands are going to come around, and then I can chamber and pop down. Right? So picture from your block, go block, circle both hands around, chamber the right, and then push down with the left. Right? Block, both hands circle around, chamber the right, pop and left, down the left. We'll do it. Don't just shake your hand, do it. Block down, circle your hands around, chamber, push down the left. Block down, circle your hands around. Now, as this happens, I'm also bringing my right leg up, but then getting ready for a side kick. So we go from the kick, we block, we step back with the left, my left hand drops, as my right hand comes up and my right hand changes. So again, left foot forward, kick with the right, step back right as you block, step back left, as your hand circle around, up. The two sides of the move. And kick, block, circle, chamber, block. And then step back, kick, block, circle, chamber, block. Right? So now on the offensive side, defensive side rather, so with the defensive side, let's go from the kick. Block up, side fist, clear, upper block, right check, side fist, two step, block, come on. No, it's not. So block, kick, and then I'm going to side fist from here, and my left hand goes into a guard, right? As I do this side fist, I have to adjust to where my partner is, right? So if I'm in with somebody, and let's say that Sean kicks me, or no, I kick Sean, no, I kick Sean, right? And then I kick him, and then when I do this, I know to make sure I'm in range. So I go to kick him, and he blocks, and he steps back, do the Joe Theismann move, and I'm here, then I have to shuffle forward because I'm on the offense. It's my responsibility to be in range to hit him, not his responsibility to be in range to block, right? Somebody's punching you, am I going to step into them to block the strike? No, if I'm out of range and they're punching me, I'm going to be like, why are you punching me from there, right? So same thing with the cutter. Offensive person's responsibility to be in range. Now keep in mind that's very dynamic because When I kick a Sean, I'm on offense. But when he kicks me, he's on offense, right? And then he's punching me, so he's on offense. But it's his responsibility to be here. But the next move, the uppercut, is my responsibility to get in range to hit him. Everybody follow this, right? So, all right, Kathy, with your partner, add those couple of moves on. Go. Yeah. So keep in mind, everything makes contact. So he, right, yeah, he did go first. So he punches me, and he punches. I have to make sure I block this straight. It's his responsibility. And this is a good reminder for everyone too. Is he's on offense. It's his responsibility to get close enough to hit. It's my responsibility to block the strike, right? So if we're doing the moves and we're here, we hear go. Go. So I'm already doing this, and I didn't even get punched yet. It doesn't make any sense. So when we hear go, I stay here, and when he punches, that's when I block. Right? And then I clear here. When he hammer fists me, that's when I block. Right? I think here, he steps back, but he doesn't do his next block until I side fist. Then he calms down. Right? If he goes training, I want to calm down. And I can punch that, then I end up punching you. So you want to make sure you're watching that. On the defensive side, I'm looking for the offensive, making sure I'm also making contact as they get it wrong. Okay, back to work. Tip number 28. Yeah. So you missed. So make contact. So when you train, when you punch it, no, watch. Great. The wrist is doing the block. I know, I'm not doing enough of block. I'm training to punch it. I need to go this way to get the block. So I want to show that. No, you need to switch your people. Step forward with the right foot. Now, if he does his punch, switch your feet a shot. Right, yeah. And then clear that guy. Clear with your left. Now, maybe clear with this hand. Right? No, that's not the one. That's right. Clear. Right? You hammer this to the head. You go to kick to the right, you step back. And this is where you switch. From the top here, side this. There you go, yeah. She was right. You're like pushing down here. Pushes down, right in check. So you're on. So when I do this, wait for this to come on. As soon as this comes up, then you put your hand out and block. And then this is coming right away. So you're going to now you go to facing me, belly up towards you, yes. So you guys keep practicing that, or you are a born boy. There's no doubt that you're a born boy. It's like a part of the person to do that. The second, the other one was really hard. It's for Joe. I'm happy that you're doing it. Muscles, yeah, it's one, so it's so hard. All right, time. So let's add on even a little bit more. All right. So now from here, let's go to the offensive side first. So we did this step side fist, switch step side fist, hammer fist comes down, step back, block down, crane strike, roll out, elbow, clear their hands out of the way, kick them, block, bring your left hand around, block down, and you take the right, step in a horse hand, uppercut with the right, and then with my right hand, I'm going to straight with my palm of my heel. So it's kind of like, if you look at the target, I'm doing an uppercut and then striking low. So if high, I hit low, right? My left hand just stays in and goes. 1, 2. And then I'm going to shuffle back one time. I'm going to turn, look over my left shoulder, take another step backwards to the 45. And then my left leg is going to tuck behind my right knee as I catch the knee. I'm going to step out, look double wiggle, or double wiggle. So again, from Joe Theismann, block, step out with the right, uppercut right, heel straight left. And I take the hand piece here on the uppercut, it comes out here to hold the piece on the right. Right? And then I shuffle back one time, I turn, take a good sized step, it's not a small step, and then I step. And then double wiggle. You have a question, Sean? All right. So again, from Joe Theismann, block down, uppercut, heel straight, shuffle, step, catch the teeth up, step up, right hand block. Right? And somebody was asking me the other day, what is the purpose of that? And I was telling them that it's like you're sucking all of the energy out of the air. It's like a power move, like in one of those Mortal Kombat type of moves where you're like pulling energy out of the air, and you step. That's the only reason we do it. Either catching the teacup or we're all air vents. Yes. So from Joe Theismann one more time. Uppercut, heel strike, shuffle, step, air bender move, and then all right. Now on the other side, we just punched them when they were doing the Joe Theismann move. They uppercut, we draw back to a cat stance out distant, and we crane up to block the uppercut. If they heel strike us, we push our palm down to stop the heel strike. And now as they run away, we're going to shuffle in with our left foot. My right hand comes to my shoulder. I'm going to step out, lunge punch. So my left hand is going to stay here. This is the side fist actually. And then my left foot is going to step up to meet their double knife hand. Right? So I'm stepping with my left, and we should meet hands. Right? So from the side fist for the move, block out with the right, crane up, heel palm down, shuffle in, side fist, your left hand drops back to a hammer fist strike, or hammer fist motion. My left hand comes to my shoulders, my left foot comes in together, and then I step out, double knife or low. This is now the defensive side. Just remember in the first half of the story, the offensive side is effective. In the second half of the story, the offensive side is effective. Which means the side that we're doing right now, after the kick, we're on the defensive side right now. The big step in. Got it? We're on the defensive side right now. It changes so much through the whole thing that it's like the only thing that truly is offense or defense is just the very first move. Because once you do your first punch, you're on offense, I'm on defense, but then from there, it's not offense. Well, so there's one thing that you want to remember is it doesn't matter now, it doesn't matter next week or so, is when we get to the second half after the double wiggle week with both sides here, then the defense is now offense. Right. So in the very first part, the defense side does this first. But then once we get here and we did this double willow leaf, Now well, actually the second one of them. Because then there's another move after that where we pass the team, but we have to come back here. And then the defensive side would be here, and now they step in and they're defensive. You got all that? Good. All right, so anyway, we only have like 2 minutes left, so let's go through it again. From the top, offense, stutter step, side fist, suicide step, full side fist, hammer fist, step back, walk down, crane, roll out, elbow, clear, front kick, walk down, two sides in the boot, uppercut, heel strike, shuffle back, step, airbender, right? Defensive side, cream, straight, clear, upper block, right check, side fist, switch your feet, grab your hand, block your elbow, step back, clear, step back, block the kick, keep it back, and then side fist, train up, calm down, shuffle in, side fist, step in with the left, all right, see if you get it with your partner, go, we have 2 minutes. There's 2. Because after we go to here, I slap your hand out of the way, right, and we go to here. I slap your hand, I go to kick you, go under and sweep the leg. And then we go back here again, and then we set. Oh, yeah, we're down on, and this is where now the defensive side. Oh, yeah, that one. That was the part I would do. Second teacup. It's 2 teacups. Technically, it's 3. How you making out, Mr. Howe? Any questions? You didn't put me off mute. You're still muted, buddy.
Sorry. So when you get to the final point, you kind of have to just see where the other guy is to make sure you hit him right with the willow.
Say that one more time.
When you get to the final move before the willows, where the willows hit each other in the hand,
Yes.
you kind of have to size up exactly where you are and adjust it so that you end up there, right?
That's correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. There's always adjustments through this whole kata, which is, I don't know if you heard the point I was just making a few minutes ago because I was off screen, but it's the offensive side's responsibility to make sure they're in range to hit your partner. It's the defensive side's responsibility to make sure that you're blocking the strike. So there's a constant adjustment of how far away do I need to be to my partner.
Right. Right.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Cool. We'll wrap it up in just a moment. Wham! Oh, my bro, what did you do? 5, face first, partner. Oh, and then jump back to where you started last. All right, so technically that's probably like the 3/5 point. I would probably call it the halfway point. It's kind of like the first half and you get into the second half. In a sense, when you talk about the offense and defense, and when you're starting the kata, the offense is the side that punches first. But then when you get to the second half of the kata, as I mentioned just briefly, after that first roll lead, there's a strike, kick, another teacup catching, and then you set, and then the defensive side becomes offensive first on the second half. That's just how you remember who does which side. Because it's really easy to switch from offense to defense because at this point, you're suddenly in the exact same spot. So it's a matter of, do I step in and I do the block punch first, or do I step back and I do the block punch first? Because both sides actually do the exact same first couple of moves. So it's important that has something to do with team helps you remind you, right? Other thing that we talked about was, remember, is the offensive side, offense's responsibility to make sure that you're in range to make the strike. So whether I'm doing that first initial stutter step side fist or whatever, I have to make sure I'm in range. Now keep in mind that that constantly switches back and forth because I might be on offense on that first strike, so we call that the offensive side. But the reality is, once I did that first punch, now this is how it strikes me back. So she's on offense, which means she has to make sure her side fist is in range. And then when I block and I punch, I need to make sure my side fist and my hammer fist are in range. And then she has to kick my leg. But if she only does this to my leg, it doesn't matter. She has to be sure she's in range to hit it. So when I step back, she's in range then to punch me. And that punch should come close to where I can touch it and get the block it. Make sense of it? Okay, so yeah, there's constant adjustment of where am I, how far do I need to be. Okay. Give that a shot. What's that? True story. So July 5th, the new schedule goes into effect. Make sure you're grabbing your copy of that, figuring out your schedule of classes. Once we go back to the schedule, then, or once we go to the schedule, then all advanced students are sparring, all adult students are sparring. So for those two groups, you want to make sure you're getting your gear, pulling it out of your closets, making sure it's all there, seeing what needs to be replaced. Because I'm not stocking anything at this point. I'm just having a few sizes or two of everything in stock to order for. We're going to have massive waves of people. We've already got a lot of people coming in saying, oh, here we have to replace it, whatever that is. So jump on that then right earlier versus later. Right, Jack? Of course. Relax hands. Loud and proud as a dedicated student. Martial arts. I will live by the principles of my belt. Modesty. Courtesy.
Courtesy.
Self-control.
Self-control.
Perseverance.
And down.
Position. Set. Courtesy. Out. Impact martial arts. Awesome. Nice job, team. High fives for everyone. Yay, Mr. Kyle. Thank you, sir. Are you going to come and try and do Kali all on your own too?
Yes, I'll do it one-handed.
Awesome. Well, you can use